I don't know if I'm emotionally ready to film this video still.
Oh, for God's sake, Niall!
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new, then welcome to my channel. This is my channel, Hey Angel, but my name is Jasmine. And on Hey Angel, I make One Direction videos, updates, and entertainment videos. If you're interested, you should subscribe. I also have a main channel called Jasmine Zaid where I post vlogs and stuff like that. Wait a minute, before I start this video, I do want to let you guys know that for my next video, I want to film a Q&A. I've never done a Q&A before on this channel or Jasmine Zaid, but I really want to answer you guys' question because I have been getting a lot of them like in my comments. So I decided I just wanted to do an official Q&A as well as a giveaway. That's gonna be my next video. So if you want to know absolutely anything, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a question just about me in general, or it could be a question about One Direction, of course. Please send me any question that you would want to hear answered. You can leave your questions down below in the comments of this video. That's where I'm going to get most of them from. Or you can also tweet me your questions at jszmarie on Twitter. I would love to hear what you want to know. So let me know what you want to know. So, as I'm sure the vast majority of you know, this past week, a few days ago, I went to go see Louis at Poptopia in San Jose. And the reason I said that most of you know that is because I've been talking about it for a while. When the tickets went on sale, I talked about the fact that I was gonna go. And then in my last video, actually in the rundown from November, I talked about how I was going to upload a vlog on my main channel of going to see Louis. That plan kind of went south because I was way too focused on the trip itself to actually like vlog everything that happened. But I do have a lot of footage and I didn't want it to go to waste. So I decided I'm going to film sort of an interactive story time. So that's what this video is. Gonna be telling you guys about what happened when I went across the country to see Louis. So this is just gonna be a story time that includes a bunch of footage and stuff like that intertwined in. I've never done anything like this on this channel or my main channel, so I'm actually really excited to be filming this. It was an incredible experience. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's talk about what happened when I went to see Louis.
It's amazing.
So I just want to start off this story by saying that this trip was just like completely out of nowhere. It all started on the day that it was announced that Louis was performing at Poptopia in San Jose. Bear in mind that I live in Chicago, which is nowhere even near California. But the day that it was announced that he was performing in California, it was a really big deal at the time because back in the time when it was announced, Louis had not played any shows in America. He was doing a bunch of shows in like the UK and Europe, but he had never like come to America to do a show before. So it was a really big deal when he announced that he was doing one in California. Everybody in America was like, oh my God. He hadn't announced tour yet, nobody knew when tour was coming. So nobody really knew when we would get the chance to see him in America again. Like we had no idea that he was gonna announce tour just a few months later. So my friend was tweeting about the fact that she was gonna go. And I saw multiple people like that I was friends with on Twitter talking about the fact that they were gonna go. And that got my mind thinking. I was like, I need to make this happen. I need to go. I'm never gonna get the chance to see him in America again until tour if I don't go. Originally, it was just gonna be me and my friend Chelsea. But then a bunch of other people who we were in a group chat with ended up wanting to go too. So then in the end, we ended up with like 6 or 7 people who were like, yeah, let's all fly out to California, book an Airbnb, stay in it together for a few days, and see Louis at Poptopia. So then fast forward to ticket sale day, which happened like a week or two after we all ended up with this plan, okay, we're gonna go to California together. Poptopia tickets go on sale in 15 hours. That's tomorrow at noon, my time. And I'm sitting here stressed as fuck over it, but hopefully everything goes fine. 15 hours until Poptopia tickets go on sale. Stressful. Okay, so today's the day, it's the 28th, Poptopia tickets go on sale in 35 minutes. I had 2 anxiety attacks this morning. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I'm just really stressed out. I really need these tickets and 35 minutes until everything goes down. So we're gonna breathe and do our best. I'll let you know how it goes. The ticket process ended up being long and a little bit confusing, but at the end of it all, I did get the tickets, and it was a really good feeling knowing that I was finally gonna get to see Louis. I think the feeling of having those tickets secured was the best moment of my life because I actually booked my plane ticket before I even had the concert ticket, so it would have been real awkward if I had this plane ticket to San Jose and then no concert ticket to get into Poptopia. But we ended up doing the damn thing and we all got our tickets that day, and it was a really happy time for everybody. So I had my plane and I had my Poptopia ticket, and all of a sudden seeing Louis was my reality. Meeting my best friends in the world was my reality, and it was the craziest feeling in the world. And we had to wait like 70 days. And then eventually it was time. I think it's so weird how fast time flew by. Like those 70 days went by so fast. So 4 of the girls who were like going with us to see Louis already flew to San Jose the Wednesday before the show, because the show was on a Thursday. So they were already there the Wednesday before, and they stayed in the Airbnb that we booked that night, while me and my friend Chelsea, the other 2 who were going, did not go until the day of the show. Like both of us had flights on the Thursday morning that the show was supposed to be. So they were already there. But then that Thursday morning, it was my turn to get on the plane and fly to California. After my plane landed, I was supposed to go meet my friend Chelsea for the first time at her gate. She sent me to the wrong gate, but eventually I found her, we hugged for the first time, and everything was worth it. So after I met Chelsea, which was the craziest experience of my life, this girl, originally when she sent me her flight info, she was supposed to land 10 minutes after me, so I thought I was gonna have time to get off my plane, go to the bathroom, relax a little bit, and go meet her outside of her gate. But this girl ended up landing at the exact same time as me, and we got off the plane around the same time, and she sent me to gate 1 when she was really at gate like 30 something. So I ended up having to walk from gate 1 all the way across the airport, down every single hall, walkway. It felt like a whole fucking triathlon trying to find this girl. And then eventually we met in the middle, and we met, and it was amazing. I don't know how to explain it, but like the feeling of being friends with someone for so long and then actually seeing them in person and getting to hug them and talk to them face to face, it's really inexplainable. Like that moment was really huge for me. Not to be sentimental. So me and Chelsea just decided to get some food because we both hadn't eaten for hours. My plane was like 4 hours long. That's not the point. We got Chick-fil-A. So after we got our food, we decided to call an Uber and go meet up with the rest of our friends at the Airbnb. And that's when these motherfuckers. So we get on the escalator and we're like going down to where the Ubers like come outside and pick up people. And as I get off the escalator, I just get attacked. The girls who were supposed to be waiting for us at the Airbnb were actually waiting for us at the airport so they can come and surprise us as we were going to the Uber. It was a huge surprise. I really wasn't expecting it, but that just made the entire experience that much more better. I think that's another one of those moments that like I'm never going to forget. It was just really weird coming off the escalator and just being bombarded by all these people who are like my best friends in the world, and I wasn't expecting to see them. So after that crazy surprise moment, we decided to go back to the Airbnb, so we split like 2 different Ubers because we had too many people to fit in one. So we split them in 2 and drove back to the Airbnb. When we got back to the Airbnb, we were all just kind of really chill. This was the first moment that we all really got to like sit down and have a conversation with each other. So me and Chelsea were just eating food, and Zara got her speaker out, and we were all just listening to One Direction music, including Something Great, my absolute favorite song of all time.
Thank God! Oh, this one now is like, film! It's great, girl's body, the butt, the shape, it's amazing. I ride like no other. Except for when you're hanging with your brother. That's the sex, it's such a good feeling. I'm a big boy, cause you know I'm just squealing.
He's died. And we just kind of sat and vibed like that. Everyone started getting ready for the show, changing clothes, making final adjustments. So the doors for the show opened at 6, I'm pretty sure. So we decided to leave around 4:30 just to get there a little bit early so we could like go get coffee and kind of look around and then get to our seats and all that stuff. At 4:30, we called another Uber, drove to the venue, and I think that was the most surreal moment of my life. When that Uber like rode down the street and I saw the big ass arena right there, I was like, Louis in there? Louis. And we all met up there and we were all freaking out because there was like this big jumbotron looking thing that was showing Harrie and Niall's tours. We decided though before going in that we wanted to walk down the street and go find some coffee. So we looked a place up and walked to get some. So then we got some coffee and made our way back to the venue to get in line, go in, and start the big adventure of seeing Louis Tomlinson. The line was really short. It didn't take long for us to get in at all because we were really early. So we kind of just went through security and went inside and took a bunch of pictures when we got to our seats. Louis was not the only artist that was performing at Poptopia, obviously. It was one of those things where it's like a lineup and there was multiple people performing. So the first person to go on stage was Ali Brooke. Then after Ali Brooke left the stage, Bazzi came on. It was really cool to see Bazzi because me and a few other of the girls who were with me like genuinely like Bazzi and his music, so we were vibing. Then after Bazzi got off stage, Normani came on. She was absolutely incredible. Her and her dancers were amazing. She looked beautiful. She came on stage and she made it hers. She said, "This is my stage now. Everyone else can go the fuck home." I actually really enjoyed her set. Until like the middle towards the end, that's when I started freaking out and I like blacked out a little bit. From where I was sitting, I could see backstage. Not backstage, but there was like a screen and then there was like a little crack in the screen to the side where I could see like a sliver of the backstage area. So when Normani got towards like the middle end of her set, I started freaking out because I knew that Louis would be after Normani. So I couldn't focus on her anymore. My stomach hurt, my heart was pounding. I thought I was going to collapse. And I kept just staring at that little sliver of the backstage area. I was watching people like move around back there, moving instruments around back there, and I couldn't really see what was going on, but I knew that Louis was coming on next, so I was just freaking out. I kept turning to my friend Nat, who was on this side of me, and I kept looking at them and being like, ain't no fucking way, like Louis is gonna come on next. Then as soon as Normani finished her set, my ass flung into the air. I felt like my soul left my body and I was ascending into heaven. And then the guy, like the radio guy, was like announcing Louis, and that's when everything is just a blur in my head. Like my vision is swimmy, heart pumping, adrenaline coursing through my veins. He said Louis Tomlinson. I thought I was going to lay down and die. And then after he announced Louis, the lights went out and Louis's like screen behind like the stage started displaying like his smiley face and doing his intro, and I was freaking out. I couldn't believe it. My hands were shaking. My knees were about to give out. Louis was about to be on stage at any given second. And then, alas, Louis Tomlinson appeared. I don't think there's any word that I can use to describe the feeling when I saw him on stage. It's so weird. He started singing Just Hold On, and I was like, this is happening. Like, there he is. There's Louis just right there in front of me. He's a real person. He exists. The person who I've dedicated my life to for the past, what, 8-9 years, he's just there, singing and right there on the stage in front of me. It was absolutely surreal. I couldn't believe it. Then as time went on, I just kept going off more and more.
Never coming down with your hand up! Yeah.
More and more. I think each song that he played, I got a little bit crazier to the point where I think by the time the show ended, I was about ready to collapse on the ground half dead.
Look at my face!
I couldn't breathe. I was sweating because during every single song that he performed, I was screaming, dancing, violently jerking my head back and forth, pointing at him, jumping up and down. It was just insane. I'm pretty sure all the people around me, because there was a bunch of like K-pop stands and other stands around me, I'm pretty sure they were like about ready to call the fucking cops. Like, call an ambulance, call the cops, this girl needs help. Like I said before, it's just really hard to put into words how it made me feel being able to hear all my favorite songs by him, sang by him live. He did so incredible. He did so amazing. He sounded amazing. He was so confident. He was like going in different places on the stage, pointing to fans, flipping fans off. It was just the most amazing show. I couldn't believe I actually got to witness it. So then after his set was over, we decided that we were going to leave. We could see Louis stands on the floor and like in these sections over here getting up and walking away. So we decided, okay, we're gonna leave now, we have to go. So like we get up and we leave, and me, Nat, and Zara were like standing outside of the actual venue, like in the lobby area. And then I get a frantic call from Chelsea and she's like, dude, meet us outside, like go down the stairs straight to your left all the way down outside, like come meet us here, there's barricades set up, we're waiting for you. And I was like, we gotta go. So me, Zara, and Natalie booked it. So we opened the door and we went outside, and I saw like people. There wasn't like a lot of people. I thought it would be like a big group of people. There's like a couple fans who were just like walking. So we started walking with them and we walked all the way down, and that's where we found the barricades. Security had, like, there was this big gate with like a ramp that went down into the venue, like where cars would go in and come out, like with artists who were performing. So there was that big gate, and then like a booth right here. And then right outside the big gate, the security guards set up these like metal barricade things. I was like behind this like group of people right here, but then I saw the security guards set up another barricade right next to that. So I ran from my spot like in the back around and got like right on the barricade. And I grabbed the handle and I was like, and I parked myself right there. Natalie was right here, Zara was right here, and then there was like a group of people behind us. How do you feel about waiting for Louis to come out? Are you scared?
I'm terrified.
I'm terrified. So yeah, basically as soon as Louis finished performing his amazing, wonderful, awesome, amazing, fantastic, wonderful set, all of the Louis fans who were there literally ran out of the arena and went to where the cars come in and leave to stand there and wait for him. Keep that in mind because it's going to be important later. Me and my friends and all the Louis stands who were there ended up standing there waiting for a while, which was actually a really fun experience to begin with, because we were there surrounded by people who had the same thing in common as us. Like, we're all fans of Louis Tomlinson. So it was actually really cool being surrounded by them. Like, we all were standing there singing old One Direction songs.
What verse are you on? Wait. You got that one thing. We're off. Get out of my head.
I think that's one of my favorite memories, is just standing there surrounded by Louis fans, talking about Louis and singing One Direction songs and just being annoying ass stands together collectively as a unit. It was amazing. And while we were standing there also, Adore You and Niall's song Put a Little Love on Me both dropped at the same time while we were all standing outside waiting for Louis. So that was a moment because everybody was screaming. They were like, oh my God, his song is out. And we were all just like yelling back and forth talking about it. But me and my friends didn't want to listen to it because we wanted to wait until we got back to the Airbnb to listen to it. So Nat was just standing there like this, covering her ears because she didn't want to hear Adore You, and like this group of girls right behind us were just blaring the song and like freaking out about it. So fast forward, we ended up standing there for 3 hours. Moment of silence. Let me tell you how stubborn stands are. We stood there for 3 hours, only because we all knew that when Louis meets fans, he usually doesn't come out for a while. There's a security guard who came out, 3 different security guards. First one came out and he acted clueless, like he was kind of looking around like, who are you guys waiting for? And we were like, Louis. And then immediately after we said Louis, he said, nah, he went home. Then we had been waiting for like 2.5 hours, and then that's when I started to like kind of doubt that he was coming. I started to have my doubts. So I finally took one for the team and I asked one of the security guards. There was like 2 girls who were standing right next to the barricade that I was at, and they were really young. So I kind of figured that they would be nice and tell me the truth, like tell me what you know. That's why I asked her, because they seemed like really young and really nice. So I was like, maybe I can count on these girlies. So I like leaned over the barricade and got the security guard's attention, and I was like, hey, do you know, like, if we're waiting here for no reason, like, can you confirm that Louis left? Because these 2 other security guards keep saying he left, but we want to know for sure. And she was like, "You're waiting for Louis?" And then she was kind of fidgety, unsure. She kind of like glanced at her walkie-talkie and she was like, "I'm pretty sure he left." And I was like, "Really? You think he left?" And then she started laughing. "What's funny?" She was like, "Yeah, like he left." She was like, "I mean, I can't stop you from waiting here. Like, you guys can wait if you want, but like, I'm pretty sure that he went home." So then after 3 hours of waiting outside, it started to get really cold and people started leaving. Like, there was fans who just started giving up. They were like, "You know what? I think Louis is gone. I don't think he's coming. I'm just gonna go home." But me and the group of people that I was with, like, we couldn't make ourselves leave. And then right as we were like contemplating actually leaving, a tour bus pulls out, right? The gates open, big ass tour bus pulls out, right? And then everyone oh my God, all hell broke loose. Everyone started screaming, "Louis, Louis, oh my God." And then like the bus starts driving past us and I'm like, "Louis." And then all of a sudden the bus like stopped, like damn near right in front of where we were. And I was just standing there like, because I thought that Louis was gonna get off the bus and like come and meet us. So I started having like a mini panic attack. I was just frozen in my spot, like standing at this barricade, watching this tour bus just like stop. And I was like, we've been waiting here for 3 hours and this is his bus, here he is. And then all of a sudden, the bus just drives away. The bus starts turning the corner and the people like at the barricade opposite of us were like screaming and yelling. And the bus like turned the corner, started driving like next to, because we were here, and it started driving this way. And then started driving this way. And then all like the people that I was with, they started waving to him. They were like, "Hi, Louis." And I was just standing there like, and then it like turned another corner and started driving past us again. Everybody around me is just like, "Bye, Louis." And Louis like out the window like, I was so devastated because I really thought that he was gonna get off the bus and come and like take pictures with us, but he didn't. I don't think I talked to anybody for the rest of the night. I don't want to sound ungrateful because I'm so thankful that I got to see the show and then I at least got to see him in the tour bus with his little head out the window waving to people. Like, that was cute. So it was worth it because we at least the bus came out and at least I got to see him. But like the feeling that it was all gone from me and the feeling of like not meeting him, it was just too much. So then the next day we were all still in San Jose even though the show was over, and we all decided that we wanted to hang out. So we ended up ordering some breakfast.
Ate this pancake without syrup because I didn't know that there was some tacos on not for breakfast. No words.
And then we all decided that we wanted to watch the Adore You music video because it had come out. So when we were all awake, we crowded into the bunk beds, me, Nat, and Noelle, and we watched the Adore You music video together, which is why I don't have a reaction to it up on my channel. I've already gotten so many tweets and so many comments of people being like, "Hey Jasmine, where's your Adore You reaction? Where's your Put a Little Love on Me reaction?" I didn't film reactions to them because I was in San Jose with my friends and we were in this little bunk bed together on the phone screen watching the Adore You music video, and also Niall's Put a Little Love on Me like piano video that he did. We just sat there and watched them together.
Who hurt him? I know. And who's gonna fix it? Like, somebody love this man.
So that's why I didn't film a reaction. I'm very immensely sorry. Both of those songs are freaking amazing. Adore You is such a bop, like, ugh. And Put a Little Love on Me is also, that's my boyfriend. Niall's my whole ass boyfriend, and he put so much emotion into the song. I think his ballads are absolutely beautiful. But then yeah, after we decided to watch the reactions and stuff and have breakfast, we decided we want to go hang out in this area in San Jose called Santana Row, which is basically just like a big ass outlet mall, if you know what that is. Like, there's just a bunch of shops and like decorations and things to do and things to see. So we all decided to get dressed, call an Uber, and go to Santana Row, which was actually really fun. That was like one of the highlights of my trip. We went into the Gucci store just to smell Harrie's perfume because we are those bitches. We had to do it. We had to do it. We all grabbed one of these and sprayed Harrie's like fragrance on it. After we went to Starbucks to just like get a drink, we decided that we wanted to do face masks and watch This Is Us and eat sushi. So we went into a bunch of different stores to try and find face masks. While we were there, we also decided to just like go sightseeing and see what everything was there, and we ended up like taking pictures in front of this big ass Christmas tree And it was just so funny because they ended up looking like greeting cards. Yeah, so after we got our Starbucks and poked around in the stores and bought face masks and took all our pictures, we decided to go get food. So we got in our Uber and went back to the Airbnb. While we were there, we all ended up just eating food and watching This Is Us. Then after that, we ended up doing face masks and watching like just a bunch of old One Direction videos. Oh my god, it was so amazing. We watched every single video diary. We ended up watching a bunch of Freddie Is My Queen videos. It was just such a cute little moment to like go spend the day with them and then just have a night in where we were eating food and doing these peel off face masks, looking ridiculous, watching videos together. It was such like a best friend bonding moment. They say don't talk to strangers on the internet. Well, I think you should, because these girls were strangers on the internet until we became best friends via the internet and then got to meet and have literally the time of our lives. And these are the same people that I'm going to see Louis with on tour in June. I'm going to a bunch of Louis shows with these people. So I absolutely cannot wait to see them again because the memories that we created this time were just phenomenal. That is the story of why and how I flew across the country to see Louis Tomlinson with my best friends. The whole entire experience, like I said, and like I cannot stop saying, was the most incredible thing I've ever done in my life. I'm so happy that I decided to go. It was unforgettable. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Also subscribe below if you haven't already, and check out my main channel, Jasmine Zaid. I'm going to be posting my Fine Line album reaction over there in a few days actually, so don't miss out on that. Go check it out. Subscribe over there for more content. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jszmarie, link in the description. If you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comments or on my Twitter or on my Instagram, anywhere you want. And I think that's all I have to say for this video, so I will see you guys in my next one.